Okay then, so we're back. So thank you to the girls for coming to visit. So that was nice actually, wasn't it? I love seeing them.
Yeah, it was really nice.
It's a bit sad I haven't got Rowan sat next to me. But
I know. I'm sorry.
well, actually, I mean, lover, I do love you. I really love you. You know I love you. But you know, a little bit of those girls, 5 girls in a house. After a while.
Yes. I have that problem with boys at the minute. So
Boys.
Too many boys in the house, and they're you know what boy humour's like. They're
yeah. It's a little bit overload on the testosterone.
just a little bit, yeah. Especially with 2 boys together, they they sort of compete a little bit, and
You know.
there we go.
Yeah. Well, I have 2 boys. I've got one boy on the way back home. So Steve left at 5 o'clock this morning to go pick up Connor from Newcastle.
Oh, he's picking him up, is he? I didn't realise he was picking him up.
Well, we decided that my university boy is how many miles away? 300 and something plus, 400 something.
Yeah,
it's a long way anyway. It's a good way. 5.5 hours drive.
Yeah.
And whilst he could come back on public transport, we just decided that he has been basically isolating for the whole of the time he's been there. He's not in halls. He's on his own in a flat. That it seemed a bit silly to expose him to public transport and risk in bringing COVID back into the house. So so Steve's gone to pick him up. So he's he left at 5 this morning. Should be with him for 11ish, something like that. He's going to wait a couple of hours, have something to eat, and then come back, and they'll be back this evening. So which will be nice.
That's good.
Nice to see them. So actually, I just realised we're having this very sensible conversation, and we've still got the stickers stuck. This is my cheeks were red during that session with it, and now I've got to peel them off, and these are really sticky, and I think they're going to be red again. Oh look, are you red?
Ow. Oh no, this wasn't a good idea.
Oh look, they're really red.
Oh, is it like a plaster? Do you have to just do it quickly?
Yeah, just quick, just go for it.
Ah! Oh my god, they're really sticky.
They are.
Well, there's a layer of skin with that. Now they're going to be even redder.
Yeah, what if we work on a moustache?
Oh, wasn't a good idea at all.
That's probably not a good idea. No.
We are just showing off, of course, the fact that we've got merch. Look, we got
merch. Curly seams and things on. But we've got naff mugs. The mugs were not good. I wasn't happy. I complained. So we've got some new mugs on the way.
Oh dear me! Now I'm even ready.
Understand how can the company? They've got the t-shirts and the stickers spot on, but the mug is rubbish.
No, it's really pale, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just not good.
You said it's not scented, and
no, it's not scented, and anyway.
There we go. So, never mind.
We have got some new ones coming. Hopefully, they'll be better. Although I'll be honest, I'm not expecting them to be any better. I think you get what you pay for.
Yeah, probably.
That may be a case if we find someone else to do pottery for us.
Yes.
But hey, they're quite a good size. They're a good size mug, I have to say.
Good.
Yeah, I've got my spiced winter tea in mine.
Get you.
Oh,
there you go.
Yes, I like a tea pig.
Spiced winter tea.
Yeah. Yesterday, well, actually, at 4 o'clock now, I like to sit down with a chocolate and peppermint tea.
Oh, not sure.
No,
not
nice,
like that.
It's nice.
I don't really like. Well, I don't drink tea anyway, so.
Dippy teas. You don't like hippy dippy teas?
No, I don't. I'm afraid. No.
No.
Never mind.
No, I'm quite enjoying them at the moment, actually.
Good.
They're very flavourful, but you shouldn't really drink them. A bit like coffee, really. You shouldn't drink them like too many. I don't think. So I just try and have one in the morning, one at lunchtime, one in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So but anyway, they are caffeine free, and I'm off the caffeine at the moment. So.
Good for you. Good for you. Unfortunately, I can't say the same thing, but there we go. I have I'm not sure if it's.
Yeah. Blowing it, you got a nice halo there.
Have I? I did wonder if that was the case, or whether it was just shining on my screen. I might have to just see if
You know, today is, well, we're filming today, but we never said this when we introduced the girls. It's Saturday, the 19th of December, and it's around about midday. So yeah, it is just after midday, and it's been miserable all week. But it's absolutely glorious out where I am at the moment. I've had to put blackout paper up to stop the light from coming in. So
well, we have torrential rain, and that was just a little burst of sunshine in between it, actually, I think. But
a nice rainbow somewhere, hopefully.
Yeah, it has had literally just absolutely chucked it down. The heavens have opened, and it's just torrential, but it's eased off a bit now.
Yeah.
So yes, just to reiterate, we are in the south of England, and we are two cousins who podcast together, usually together, but we're having to do it.
We could in theory be together, but I just don't think it's worth running the risk.
No, we can't be together indoors.
Oh, coming up.
No, you can meet in tier 2, you can meet outside, 6 people outside, but you're not, I don't think we're supposed to meet indoors.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, to be honest, it's just not worth it. I just don't think it's worth running the risk. But our dear friend Ali has just suffered. She's had 5 weeks of COVID, and she's still not right, I don't think.
Yeah. No, I don't think so. So big love to you, Ali.
Big love to Ali. Yeah. So you kept that one quiet as well. You should have let us know, so we could have done something.
Yeah, she did. She kept that very quiet. But
I am hearing of more people I know that have got it now, whereas until like 4 weeks ago I'd not heard of anyone other than my friend in Ireland who she got it in March, which she was one of the early ones.
Yeah,
that's the only one I'd heard of that's had COVID. But there's several people now. 7 of my customers have written to me this week saying that they've got relations that have had it.
Yeah.
One of the ladies, her children who have a house in her back garden, basically, they had it. Fortunately, she did not get it. But it's too close to home now,
Yeah, and yeah, I know. I had a club meeting on Thursday over Zoom, and one of my ladies was saying that her cousin, unfortunately, had passed away as a result of COVID.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's, like you say, it's becoming more and more common.
Yeah. It's just not worth the risk, Let's just do what we need to do. It's a shame because of Christmas. I do understand that people do like to be together at Christmas, but it's 1 year. It's 1 year. Let's just be sensible.
Yeah.
And
and just stay safe.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get down to the nitty gritty. Nitty gritty. I totally pinched that from Needles at the Ready, because they said something about nitty gritty, and I thought, oh yes.
Is it doing the nitty gritty? There's a song, isn't there?
You said that, but I've not heard of that, so
I will find it.
Okay, you find it then. Okay, you find it. So Tracy, have you got knitting wise? What have you got knitting?
Knitting wise, yeah, I've got a couple of finishes.
Come on then, let's see.
Oh no. So
keep taking my glasses off because I know it keeps reflecting on the light, so I keep.
Oh yeah.
Can't see
your green eyes.
Yeah. So let's see.
I was working on these last time, wasn't I?
Yeah.
And I've got a pair now.
Woohoo!
I've got a pair.
Fantastic.
I haven't washed or blocked them yet, so because Fabian, thank you, Fabian. You sent an email to our Curly Seams account. You're the first person to send us a Curly Seams email. Thank you. And you asked a question about blocking and whether we could show you how we block. Well, I will. I'll use these and I'll show you how we block. I'm no expert at blocking at all. By any means, I'm not an expert at knitting. I just do what I can do. What I do know is blocking changes the way they look.
Yeah,
they look so much better once they have been washed and blocked. So I'm going to do a little tutorial. Well, tutorial might be pushing it. I'm just going to show you what I do. But anyway, these were the West Yorkshire spinners, and this was Robin, if you recall.
So nice.
Now, having completed these, some of you who are on Instagram may have seen that I put a little note up there saying that I was supposed to be knitting 1 pair of socks a month. basically. So I was going to get 12 pairs of socks done. I said that at the beginning of the year, and I only got 1 pair done. And Catherine, if you're watching, you laid the gauntlet down and set me a challenge to say, well, you've got to do at least 4 more pairs this time. There's time before Christmas to do 4. Well, there isn't time to do 4 more pairs of socks, but I did cast one on the same night, and she's allowed us until 12 days after, the 12 days of Christmas. So we've got until the 6th of January basically to do as much as we can, and we're going to come back together. She has her own personal challenges for knitting, and I'm going to see how many socks I can knit.
Okay.
I did cast another pair on, and I finished one. I haven't got them with me to show, but I have done that. So
wow.
But
not that
anything's wrong. I'd go so far, everything going great guns. I can, do all this heel turn business, and then now the toe. I get to the toe and things go wrong at the toe. So, and I know why. It's because I try to do it while I'm sat watching television, and I can't.
You've got to concentrate on it.
No, so I need to sit at the table and do it, away from the telly. So
yeah.
So yeah, so I did that. So those are done. They'll get washed and blocked. So I'll show you how I do it.
Well done.
And these ones have been washed and blocked. I don't know if you can see those. I haven't set up a separate camera today. They're blown out.
They look nice.
Yeah, these are. I don't know if you recall when we went to Farnham Maltings in January or February, early February.
A long time ago, wasn't it?
And I've forgotten the name of the event now. Began with an R. No, I don't remember the name of the event, but it's held at Farnham Maltings.
Oh, no, not Unravel.
Unravel. It was Unravel. Unravel. Yeah, it's called Unravel.
Yeah.
There was an R in it.
Yeah, somewhere.
We went to that lovely stand, and I had the name in my head just then. It's gone straight out of my head. Midwinter Yarns.
Oh yes, I bought
the kit to make these. Now these socks are like the Swedish rag sock. So as I understand, they go over. You come in the house, you take your shoes off, and then you put these socks over your socks.
Okay.
And use them like house slippers kind of thing.
Yeah.
They're quite large. So I've made those. I bought the kit and I made those. So
very nice.
Really enjoyable knit because it's a thick wool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just really, really nice, and her pattern was nice too. I liked her pattern.
Are they for you or are they for?
No, these are for birthday boy tomorrow. So
very nice.
He's already had his main present. He wanted to watch, so he's got a watch. So this is all he's getting, I'm afraid.
Fair enough.
Watch is big. That was a lot of quilts for me to get in the watch.
Yes, I bet. So, have you got? Are we still doing finishes, or should we deal with all the knitting stuff?
Do you do knitting? Let's do knitting first, shall we?
Okay. So, I am still. I've nearly finished. I'm still doing my. I've got to get it finished because it's got to be finished by next week because it's a gift. But
I really like that wool. I made a note of it. I think I'm going to get some.
Yeah. So that's coming along quite nicely, and that's all I've got left to do. So I reckon by this evening I will have that. I'll have that done. It was really annoying though because and you see I've got some ends to tie in here, but at this point here, so I was in sort of like this dusky coral colour, and there was a knot, and it was tied. So it went from that to straight to the cream.
Oh no!
Just tied in a knot. So I had to. So I finished it off, and then I undid the ball.
Yeah, to find
the sort of something that would go with the rest of it. And so the cream is in the middle there because it seemed to be like the wrong end.
By contrast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was a little bit annoying, but yeah, this is the Fisherman's Rib by Pearl Soho, and I have to say I am extremely bored of it now.
Are you?
Oh,
lovely though.
Yes, I'm just, this second ball seems to have gone on forever and ever. So I'm so over Fisherman's Rib now.
You can tick it off. It's about doing quilt blocks, isn't it? You know, sort of, have you done, you know, rail fence, tick. Have you done, you know?
Yeah. So yeah, I've done fisherman's rib. That's it.
Tick.
Won't be doing any more for a while.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
tick.
But there we go. So yes, I'm hoping to get that finished tonight, and then I'm going to put this out there right now. I'm going to say this. I'm going to finish that scarf, and then I am going to finish my flax jumper. So you can all hold me to it.
Yeah.
By the next time we podcast,
I'm going to write it down.
Yeah.
Emma said her flax jumper.
That's it. So now I've got to do it. I've got to do it now.
I still haven't done my my jacket I was doing. I haven't done that.
So yeah, so I'll get the flax done, and you've got your jacket to finish.
I do. She's just actually bought out a jumper in the same pattern, which I thought I wish I'd done that rather than the cardigan. But
oh, really?
Ooh.
Was it quite an easy knit?
Oh, it's very easy. It's only stocking stitch with the occasional purl row thrown in, you know. So
I might have a look at it. I might.
Oh God, it's so annoying that you can't find. I just don't remember these things. She was on
the other one I've got my eye on is the City Limits jumper.
I haven't seen that one either. Actually, I have to look that one up too.
Yeah, City Limits. I think Aaron's doing a version of that, and it's 4-ply, 2 4-plies held together.
It's Bryony. Sorry, it's
go back.
Bayron handmade. And what is it called? Wave of Change pullover. Oh no, I've got to put my hand on it to stop it from going over.
Oh, that looks nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a wave of change. Yeah, no, it is nice. It's nice, yeah. So this, what's the city limits then?
City Limits. I can't remember who. I want to say Tanis or something, but I'm not quite sure. I might have to confirm.
Oh, Tanis Fibre Art.
Is that what it is? Yeah, maybe. But I think it's 2 4-ply held together, and then you can lose one and bring in another colour, and so it's sort of.
Oh, so it's a fade.
Yes, yeah.
City Limits. Oh, I'm looking at it now.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
that's
know it beyond me. Yeah, it's lovely. I think it looks really nice.
Yeah. Oh, there. Tanis Fibre Arts. There you go.
There you go. You got it right.
Yeah, I do like that.
Yeah. So
very nice.
Quite
Very
nice.
So many lovely things to knit, though, isn't there? It's
there
kind of like, not so much.
Too many. Right. So, have you got any quilting finishes?
Got that one behind me.
Gorgeous.
I'm not going to take it off though, because it's kind of stuck under a couple of books to stop it from going down.
Yeah. No, it's beautiful.
I'm really pleased with it. This is it's a traditional carpenter's star. Do they call it? It is carpenter's star block. So the red and it's like a dark red and a light red and the cream background. That's like the block itself. And then it's just got a pieced border around the outside, and then a plain border, and then the floral border on the outside. So basically 1 block, 3 borders. So it comes up about 56 inches square.
Yeah.
And it's all half square triangles.
I was going to say, did you do it with half square triangles?
Half square triangles, but the way it looks quite nice, you get that diamond. There's no Y seams or anything coming in, so it's a nice. Well, it's not really a quick make because you've got a lot of half square triangles to make.
Yes.
And you've got to think about how many red and green, red and white, green and white, red and white, green and red and pink, call it.
Yeah, different combinations of half square triangles.
But
it's lovely.
Yeah, but it was one of these quilts. I did actually make the quilt top a few years ago, and like a lot of my stuff, it sits in a box and languishes there for ever and a day.
Yeah.
But the reason it sat there was because I didn't like it.
I thought, really?
I don't like this. This was like modern quilting was just coming along, and I thought this is so traditional. I can't. No, so I'm just gonna leave it there. But I saw it the other day and I thought, you know what, I don't even know why I thought that, because I think it's gorgeous.
I think it's lovely.
Quilted it. I ummed and ahed about the quilting because it could have been custom quilted because it's got those big areas, but I haven't got the time, the inclination, or the energy to do custom work at the moment. And to be honest, that is actually quilted with a ice blue thread. And the reason I used ice blue was because there's a little tiny floral in the outer border, which has got ice blue bits in it. And I picked that up, and you can't even see the quilting.
Right.
So I think I decided this was a really good example to show a lot of the customers who come in asking for custom work because they think it needs custom. Obviously custom takes, 3-4 times as long and costs 3-4 times as much. So, if you want to do it, then fine. But often they don't need it, and I think this is a perfect example. From here, you can't see the quilting, you just see the design, and the design is so strong.
Yeah, it doesn't need anything else, does it?
No, not really. I mean,
No.
if you're going to enter a show, that's different.
Yeah.
But that's just going to sit and look pretty for 2-3 weeks of the year.
Yeah. I think I've got one actually. You say about quilt tops, that you put aside. I think I've got one in that pattern tucked away somewhere. I might have to have a look. See. I think mine was sort of pinks and greens, and
right.
I'll see if I can dig it out. And
this is a little bit like your fisherman's rib. It was carpenter's star tick.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. There are certain quilt patterns, aren't there, that you have to do.
Mariner's compass, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but this one I'm going to work up and put it as a class. So try and get it out as a class for February if anybody's interested. So
that'll be a Zoom class.
It'll be a Zoom class. Yeah. So I think it's a nice one. I think it's one that you can change that. You could make it look very modern depending on the fabrics and colours you chose, I think. So
absolutely, yeah. So presumably details of that will be on your website.
It will be on my website, yes, at some point, but don't hold your breath immediately. I am working on the pattern at the moment though, so I will be doing it for sure. So.
Fantastic.
Yeah, but I'm really pleased with that. So.
Yeah, it should be. It's beautiful, really beautiful.
Yeah. So, do you have a finished quilt?
I think I'm fairly safe in showing this because I don't think they watch it. They are. It is practically finished. I am literally just sat sewing the border on. But this is a Christmas gift for my sister and brother-in-law.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, look, I've got a thread there. I haven't done my threads yet. Is that? We'll just hide that one. But it's a very modern.
Oh, I love it.
It's a very modern looking quilt. It's just stacks going down. And I've literally just quilted it in wavy lines.
Oh, very nice.
Completely random. A few different colours of thread in there as well. Look at all the loose threads on it. That's dreadful, isn't it?
Well, that's okay. You can.
But this is a quilt top that's been hanging around for ages and ages, and they picked it out. It was what they wanted. So it has taken me nearly all year to get it done for them, but and I don't think they're not going to get it in time for Christmas because I think the post is at the moment is just crazy, and they're not guaranteeing.
I think we're done now as of Thursday or Friday last week, aren't we?
Yeah. So I'll finish this and I'll get it in the post for them next week, and they'll have that between Christmas and New Year. So
that's lovely. That's a lovely gift.
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice.
So so that's on my one.
So we've both done quilt. Excellent.
Yeah.
And it looks like you've got one in the background that's underway.
Yes, this is actually covering the television screen, but this is our row by row that we did with you. And I was going to try and get it on the frame and get it done before Christmas, but I've got one that I'm doing for a friend that I want to get finished first, so that'll probably go on afterwards, I would think. So
I love the colours though. I like that the red, grey and white. It's nice.
Yeah, I was really pleased with it. I think it's all Lewis Nyring. I think it's all Lewis Nyring fabric so far. So. Beautiful. And the other thing I've been doing is, again, I think I'm fairly safe in showing this, but my mother-in-law Dot, she does a lot of sock knitting, as you know, but I noticed that she's been carrying them around she carries them around in a little plastic ziploc.
Oh, I know, you showed me, didn't you? Oh, sacrilege.
And I think some of it is so that she can, because what she does is she's very particular about, you know, she'll unwind the ball and she'll rewind the balls, so that she's got 2 balls that are the same sequence of colours, you know, like with your
yes.
She's very particular about how she does them. So she'll wind the balls and then she'll put them in a little bag together so that she knows that she's then got the wool for a matching set of socks. And I think some of it's, they go in a Ziploc bag so that she can see and she can keep an eye on them. So I've been working on a little bit. This is a bit of a prototype actually, and I'm going to change it a little bit. But I did this yesterday afternoon. So this has got the clear bag vinyl in the front, and it's just, you know, it's just a plain little bag. So I'm going to make her some of those. I'm going to make it slightly bigger, I think, and I'm also, I think it would be better as a little pouch like that rather than like that.
I don't know, I quite like that. I like the bit on the top actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what purpose it serves, other than that I quite like the look of it though. But
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I might make her a couple actually. So yeah, so that's my plan.
Excellent. Very nice. I like the fabric that I thought for a while the clear had that metallic on it, but it's the backing bit,
it's
isn't
the backing fabric. Yeah, that's the V&Co ombre.
Yeah.
And she did a range of it, you know, with the gold metallic dots on. So this isn't actually for Dot. This is going to be for one of my work colleagues actually for Christmas, who likes purple. So I was sort of using it as a bit of a prototype. So yeah,
very nice.
Yeah. So yes, so that's what I've been playing with.
Excellent. It's good to play, don't you think?
Yeah, it was nice. I spent a nice afternoon yesterday actually. Sometimes you just need a little project, don't you, just to sort of tick that box. And yeah,
I did nothing yesterday. I had the fire on. I just sat by the fire and was trying to do this GCHQ puzzle, which fucked me.
You're not going to be a spy then?
5 out of 9 is not too bad.
I've got a friend who her daughter's decided that she wants to be a spy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What do you want to be when you grow up? I'm going to be a spy.
Really? I said to Rowan years and years ago, this sounds awful, when she was a little girl, she must have only been 6 or 7, no, probably a bit older than that, 8 or 9, but I said to her, what do you want to be when you grow up? She's a rich widow.
That sounds just like Rowan.
You can get spy kits for kids, can't you? You can get that.
I don't know.
Yeah, but they used to make them. I think they still make them. It has like a, you know, an eyeglass kind of thing, and you know, codes and things, and yeah. Good.
So, have you bought anything?
Have I bought anything? Well, I have, but it's not here yet. Yes, it's not here. So we were going to go. This is going to be a new section, isn't it? It's going to be called Pantry and Provisions.
Pantry and Provisions.
Pantry and Provisions. Because I like the term pantry. I have decided that I'll have a go at doing the Stephen West hibernation knit along.
Oh, okay.
So I actually ordered a kit from Stephen West.
Wow.
I know. I've treated myself this Christmas, I have to say.
Yeah, good for you. So is this a new one?
It comes out. Yes, it's the one that he's got up online. Is the latest one, because he finished the shawl, which I forget the name of, but it was a really, you know, the beehive shawl.
Yeah, I want to say Spiralicious or something like that.
I don't recall, to be honest. I can't remember what it but I know it was the mystery knit along, wasn't it? The mystery knit along.
Yeah.
Now he's got the hibernation, and I think that's going to be a little bit different in so much it's not you're not drip fed the information. You get everything on the 26th of December.
Okay.
and you've got the choice of what you want to make, but it's just basically a knit along during the, you know, the darker, colder nights.
Yeah.
To knit along with other people doing the same thing.
Okay.
It uses 4 skeins of wool in a gradient with a contrast, so 3 gradients and 1 contrast. I think that was right. Although he had several kits up online, he'd made several up. I think they'd sold out and he'd redone them, you know. So I've ordered one in like a raspberry colourway. So I was trying to decide. I like them more, and I quite like the bright ones, but I don't have anything. I don't tend to wear, although I like bright knits and fabrics and stuff, I don't tend to wear them.
Okay.
So I thought, no, I need to make something I'm going to wear this time.
Yeah.
So, and I quite like sort of the raspberry pinky type kind of tone, so I thought I'll go for that. So, and since my skin is really quite pink at the moment from having stickers on it, it should blend with my complexion. But you do have to think about that, don't you? Sort of whether.
Yeah, I'm just having a look to see what it's hibernating along. It's on his it's West Knits on Instagram.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's loads on there actually of
yeah, so I noticed, because it's coming from Amsterdam, and I got a DPD notice this morning. I only ordered it Thursday evening, and I noticed that it should be with me Monday.
Oh, well, that's good then.
Well, it's DPD, it's not Royal Mail, so hopefully it will be. So yeah, so that'll be nice. That means I'll be able to start it on Boxing Day. So that'll be nice. I have bought that. But I haven't bought anything else, not craft wise. I did buy myself an angle poise lamp.
Oh, how exciting!
I know. and I bought myself a set of nesting tables, so Dieter Ram's nesting tables. So, yeah, blown my spending budget, but still, there we go. Can't take it with me.
Exactly. Why not? Why not?
Our granddad used to say, "There's no pockets in shrouds."
You see, I didn't grow up knowing Grandad very well at all, really.
I used to have a classic, but that was one of his classics. No pockets in shrouds.
Yeah.
True. You spend what you've got.
Yeah, very true.
So yeah. So what have you purchased for your pantry?
Well, I haven't purchased anything for my pantry because my pantry is fairly well stocked at the moment.
How is it?
To be perfectly honest, yes. In fact, it's a little bit overstocked.
How is it?
The only thing I've purchased, which is really exciting, is some rolls of wadding. That's about.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, that's about the limit of my purchase. So.
What did you go for?
I got some 80/20, and I got some. I actually got some wool as well.
Yeah.
And I bought another roll of something else, but I think it was a cotton.
The 100% cotton?
100% cotton, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, and I suddenly thought the other day, you know, with Brexit in January, I just thought, well, I may as well just get it now and get it.
Yeah, I did exactly the same thing. I stocked up on wadding and I stocked up on thread, so I've got an Oracle order coming in. So, but I thought we've no idea what's going to be happening with as we transition out. So, yeah,
very sensible.
So I didn't feel bad at spending on that. So that's got to be done. So
yeah, right.
Yeah. So have you got anything else? Any miscellaneous bits?
I don't think I have really. No, I don't think I have. I've no, in a word.
No, I can't remember if I showed this or not. I don't think I did. But this is the cushion.
Oh yes.
Did I show this?
I don't. I think you were going. Perhaps you were just going to. It was just before you were doing the class. I think maybe.
I don't remember. I don't. Honestly,
things
when I post things on Instagram and then I forget whether I've spoken about them or not.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so this was the class that it wasn't really, but it was a free class actually. So Jenny Haynes from Papa Saxton. She had these are her. She has a lot of curved templates, and this is her pattern. using her templates, which, you know, sort of a drunkard path type things, rather lovely.
Yeah, it is very nice.
So and the fabric is from Lucy Engels. I think I said that right, Lucy Engels, up in Scotland, which I loved. I did make, I'm not going to point it out, I did make an error when I cut things out, but take, you know, too late. I'm not going to show that. And I went a bit wild with the
bit of bling by Tracey.
Yeah, and all of those came from a souk in Kuwait when I went over to judge their Kuwaiti Textile Association.
You name dropper.
I know. See, this is the thing, people say, oh, you're a quilter. Yeah, well, yeah, it takes you around the world, you know. So yeah, so I actually went over to Kuwait, which was a really different experience. But anyway, the souks are amazing. They've got everything in the souks, but that's where I picked up my my crystals.
Very nice, very nice.
So, and I just made it as an envelope bag. So.
Yeah, lovely.
And I ran out of fabric, so I ended up having to put some on. But you don't see that bit underneath. So
tucked up the bottom.
But I literally this fabric that Lucy sent was a kit. So you got, you know, little pieces of everything, enough to make this pattern.
Yeah.
And I literally used everything. So on the back, you know, I used what was left over, and
fantastic.
Nothing left, which is nice. I love a pattern like that.
Yeah.
So that's one Christmas tree pillow, and that's another Christmas tree pillow.
Oh, look.
This one is an Amanda Murphy design.
Cute.
I made this. Actually, this is not new, to be honest. I made this a couple of years ago, but I've never shown this, I don't think, to anyone.
That's very nice.
And then I just,
oh wow, look at the fabric on the back.
Yeah.
That is on.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't remember whose make it is, but I quite like that, don't you? Yeah.
Nice.
But the quilts, the quilt itself, I just actually quilted over with a whole load of Christmas trees over the top of it.
Oh yeah, nice.
And then went in after it had been quilted and did all of this on the sewing machine.
Very nice.
To just to bling it up a little bit. Then added the
it's lovely.
The mini pom-pom trim.
And talking of Christmas tree quilting, our friend Abigail, isn't it, at Cut&alter?
Oh yeah, yes, yeah. I've been enjoying her.
I am as well. She's been doing some tutorials on her YouTube channel and also on Instagram. And I keep thinking to myself, after Christmas, when I've got this quilt off, I'm going to load some on and I'm going to have a practice.
Abigail doing it. So this is Abigail.
I don't know her surname. I just know it's Abigail.
I do know it. I don't say it. So I'm going to look it up to make sure. And I've gone and forgotten her Instagram handle, but I will find it for you right now. Cut&alter.
Alter, yeah.
Cut&alter. So Abigail, she's a handy quilter educator, and she has just got her YouTube channel going. So go and give her some love, because she was very nervous on her very first YouTube, and I did feel for her, but I thought she did such a good job. So. But she's doing some long arm tutorials at the moment, and she's got Christmas design. There's 5 days of Christmas design. So there's a Christmas tree,
holly,
pudding, a holly,
presents. Was there some presents?
And number 5 hasn't come out yet. So.
But no, the tree. She does a lovely free motion tree, and it looks so good. I really want to go and have a go at it.
So it's Abigail Sheridan de Graff.
Yeah.
Is that going to come out right way around?
Yeah, it should do. If not, well, I'll put a link underneath. So,
but she's got her YouTube, and we'll link to her YouTube. But she's also got some, what do you call, not reels, what do you call them on Instagram? IGTV.
IGTV, yeah.
Yeah. So they're also there as well. So, but yeah. So go and give her some love.
Yeah. No, it's very good. I'm really enjoying that. So well done, Abigail. Really
well done.
Inspiring.
Yeah, it's nice. I love watching. Well, I like watching any tutorial, to be honest, but the long arm ones I really enjoy. So, but sometimes I find I have to turn the sound off because they can be a bit noisy. The long arms are generally quite noisy. So.
They are, yeah. Yeah, she does make it look very easy. That's the other thing.
Oh, they're doing the ribbon candy tree.
Yeah.
I find ribbon candy quite difficult to do. You really got to concentrate to make sure that it looks round and meets in the centre and goes out again. So
yeah.
Have
I got a shape here?
You have, yeah. You've got.
That's weird, isn't it?
You've got a very big
it was
orb.
just on my screen, or
Yeah,
that's
really
really
big orb.
Oh, how about that? Is that better? Has it got?
Yeah.
I had a big ball, did I?
Orb, an orb.
Oh,
orb. Talking of balls, though, have you been watching Arnie and Carlos?
I said to you, didn't I? They're so straight faced and deadpanned, but then they're talking about squishing balls.
I actually don't have that here. I did have a go. I bought wool. I was going to do the 24 days of the Christmas balls.
Yes.
Hashtag show your balls.
Oh, is that what the hashtag is?
Well, I think that was one of them, but Arnie kept laughing, so I think they had to change it. I love them. Have you been watching their daily podcast?
I'm not up to date. I started to, but then I don't know. Oh, I'm showing you all my tree now in an attempt to try and find it. Oh, that's even worse. I tell you what, I'm just going to close that curtain. There we go. I did start to watch them, but I am now horribly behind. So
we make it's literally got to, because they issue their YouTube at 5 o'clock on like Central European time, so that's 6 o'clock here.
Yeah.
And so it's like, who gets the television? Because Steve's really into it.
Is he?
He loves watching them. Absolutely adores watching them. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's been a mad dash to the sofa, and I've been quite disappointed when Steve started watching it before me. So.
Oh, I wouldn't allow that.
No.
You have to make him wait for you.
No, but I did try making one of the balls, and I couldn't. So I bought all the wool. I thought, I downloaded the 24 patterns. So, I can do this. One ball in, it was like struggling with a set of octopus legs, and on top of that, you're trying to do this colour work, and I thought, this isn't going to happen.
No, okay.
Maybe. It's like this. I wasn't ready to knit this. Next year, I might be ready to knit the balls.
Yeah.
So hashtag show your balls.
I think that's really dodgy, putting something like that on Instagram personally, really, but
it is after something we saw recently.
What did we see recently?
That one I showed you, whose name I can't remember. We'll definitely
oh yes Tracey sent me a link to something, and I was like, all of my being was saying, don't look, but you know when you have to just look, and I was like, knew I shouldn't have looked.
It was, let's just say, it's a knitting channel, Instagram channel, and it popped into my, sometimes they pop in to go look at, sort of thing, and I'm thinking, I looked at it, oh, I'm not sure about that, do I actually want to go and view it? And then my curiosity got the better of me, and then it was like blinded. Whoa, I wish I'd not looked at that. I sent it to Emma, and you did exactly the same thing.
I was like, no, don't look. Oh, okay, I'll just have a go. Oh my God, yes, I knew I shouldn't have done. Anyway, on that note, I think we've probably jabbered on for quite long enough today.
We have.
So thank you so much for joining us. If you are new to the podcast, if you would like to subscribe, please do, and click the like button below. That would be fantastic.
Nice. Yes. We don't forget, we have got a subscriber giveaway, actually. So we're going to keep it until we've got to 600 subscribers, and hopefully we'll get there sooner rather than later. But we've got a lovely box set that has been very kindly donated by Sew Ab Fab, and it's a complete kit to make a guy's top. Well, I guess a lady could wear it as well, couldn't she?
Yeah.
So, but it's lovely. You get the pattern, you get the fabric, you get all the notions, the stretch needle, the thread, the lot, and lovely tips from Caroline as well. So it's really worthwhile. Subscribe if you haven't done already, because your name can go in the bag.
Yeah, that'd be great. And go check Caroline's website out as well, because
I do check Caroline's website. So
it's a new project every month, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
yeah. I'm actually going to get her apron. So I think I've saved enough in my reserve amounts to spend on myself.
Well done, you. You deserve it. You deserve it.
I deserve it. I do.
You do. Okay, so all that remains, I think, is from both of us here to wish you a very, very happy Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Yeah.
We hope that you all stay safe and you all stay warm, and we look forward to seeing you all again in the new year.
Yeah, take care, everybody, and thank you so much for watching this year, and we look forward to seeing you in 2021.
We do. Lots of love.
Bye.